Hey, welcome back.
Welcome to episode 7.
Episode 7. Wow. I'm Tim. And
I'm Krasant.
Krasant, for those of you who are new. And this is CouchTalk, where we talk about random topics. And
On a couch.
On a couch at 12 a.m.
Usually at 12. Oh, shucks, is it that time? It's 12:30. I didn't even know. It just seems to happen around this time.
Yeah.
So today...
What is our topic today? It was about the art of conversation.
Art of conversation.
Right.
So, we'd love to hear your comments on this, by the way.
Yeah.
We feel that a lot of people aren't talking to each other anymore.
No.
We have so many methods to communicate now.
Yeah, we've got
WhatsApp, Facebook,
yep, Viber.
You got your phone. You can Snapchat people. You can Instagram people.
Yeah.
You can meet women online with
Tinder.
Tinder and text messaging.
Right.
You can have group chats on almost any sort of channel.
That's it. But do we really communicate?
Slack. You can use Slack.
Slack. What else? Merc. Do people still use
Well,
Merc?
I don't know if people use Merc. That's old school.
That's old school.
That's
Merc.
90s.
MSN.
Yeah.
ICQ.
ICQ, yeah. And so there's this evolution of chatting.
Chatting, yeah. But the
And
more
conversation.
we have, the more the technology for communication gets better, the more we seem to be disconnected from one another.
Yeah, I think there's a common human desire to feel connected.
Absolutely.
And but communication doesn't equal connection.
No. I mean, we communicate every day at work, but there's that connection? Not really.
Yeah.
Not all the time. Sometimes it's just, yeah, I'll get my work done, you piece of shit. And then I want to go home,
Exactly.
right?
Do we really know that person at work?
No.
I don't think,
and some people don't really want to.
True.
Some people hate their bosses.
True.
You know,
And some people just, we forget, I think sometimes we dehumanize people. We treat them like they're just like a cog in the machine.
Yeah, that is so true. I mean, if you were to look at it from today's corporate world, it's always about the bottom line.
True.
And it's about performing to what you're worth. You know, like, I mean,
Yes.
if you are being paid $50,000 a year, you should be making at least more than that for the company.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, within context. Sometimes it's
But that doesn't
less.
mean that you are and I think we place too much importance on social standing in society is sometimes valued too much to the income that they bring in or to the jobs that they have.
That's true, or the cars that they drive, or the phones that they talk on.
And so then we don't relate as human beings.
No.
A janitor and a CEO or whatever, they can relate as human beings, as equals on the soccer field,
That's true.
on the netball field.
That's right.
You know, you can definitely...
But in the eyes of society, who is more successful?
Yeah, but I mean, bringing it back to conversation-wise, it's like we don't... I don't feel like that there's a... I think maybe that rift is even drifting further apart.
Right. I wonder why that is. Why is it that... because there's got to be a reason as to why companies operate in this manner. Maybe it's just because they profit more from it.
Do you mean like... So when you bring
when
it
you
back...
dehumanize people, when you like treat them as a cog rather than a human being.
But are you relating that back to the conversation, depth of conversation and communication?
Well,
or
yeah,
are we delving
because,
into a different topic?
Sorry. No, I can actually.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it means that...
I'm just questioning. I mean...
Well, think of it this way. If a person in a company was treated more like a human being, you'd want to connect with them more. You know, be like, hey,
Yes.
what's up?
Yeah.
What's really up? Not just, hey, how you doing?
That's
Bye.
true.
You
That's
know?
true. That fake smile,
That
those
fake
water
smile,
cooler
the
conversations.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Hey, how's your weekend gonna be?
Yeah,
oh,
hurrah,
cool.
you piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's happening more and more and becoming more the normality in today's society. So,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I've got great conversations with you, with John.
yeah,
I think that my
yeah.
depth of conversation has, it's just made me more aware. I think my awareness has come from the fact that I really value conversation. I value human beings. I like connecting with people, and so I say hello to people, strangers.
Right, yeah.
But sometimes...
And is it because you've experienced great things from that sort of behavior? Or
yes, I mean...
Have you always been like that? You know, there's some people, there's some people that have just been, they were born to be the guy that makes everyone want to feel great, be happy. Not a bad way to go through life, making everyone happy.
It's interesting you say that. And so when I was younger, I was a bit more of an introvert.
Oh.
And because I was bullied when I was at school.
Yeah,
when I came to Australia, I was 6 years old, and I was bullied for being black and dark-skinned, and all the Aussie boys, the white Aussie boys were...
I can relate.
Yeah, they were bigger than me. I was a little skinny Indian kid, and so they used to beat me down and call me Blackie.
Yes.
Then when I went back to South Africa, I talked funny. I talked with the Aussie accent, Aussie twang.
So you got bullied as well?
And they were like, hey, you're the Aussie kid, so I never fitted in there.
Oh my God.
And then I realized a couple of things. If you're the funny guy, then you don't get beat up.
Right.
And if you smile, you don't get beat up.
Yeah.
And then...
So it's more so like a defense mechanism.
It was initially.
I feel like that sort of mechanism in me has shaped who I am today as well. Being bullied as well, and learning how to live through life a certain way to get by. Yeah. So no, that really is interesting.
It definitely shaped me.
Yeah.
And so.
But I think it shaped you for the better.
Well, I think it...
Because you seem like happier now, and well, this is just my perception of you.
Yeah. Well, I am a pretty happy sort of bloke. I think. I tried to, not try. I am happy, and
and always positive. That kind of looking at the glass half full rather than half empty.
I think in my formative years when I was in South Africa, there's a lot you can be pissed off about. Crime, lack of opportunities, racism. But what we always say is we just tend to laugh it off.
Yeah.
We say you can either laugh about it or cry about it. Let's laugh it off.
Let's laugh it off.
Now, it's not always a good thing, because I think anger is a great emotion to express. Because if you get angry, then you want to change something.
Yeah, bottling things up like that could... and trigger something later down the track.
And you become complacent. You just go, oh yeah, well I guess robberies are things that just happen.
Yeah, you don't want that either.
Nah, you don't want complacency. You want to get angry about the stuff. You want to get fired up, but then channel that anger into something useful.
Something great and productive.
So, yeah, but coming back to the art of conversation, is like, I think we're also being programmed by society, TV, to be scared of our neighbors. Scared of strangers.
Yeah, that's true.
We're in a community, and most people are good people.
Yeah, and yet every person that we meet that is a stranger, we automatically assume the worst in them.
Yes.
That's just how I was raised up as well. My parents used to always kind of, hey, don't talk to strangers sort of thing. It's not just my parents, it's everyone, right? Don't take candy from a stranger, don't ask help from a stranger.
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger, exactly, right?
Yeah, it was drilled into us.
Yeah, it was drilled into us. But
and although it had a good intention, you get some pedophiles, you get some rapists and robbers and all of that sort of stuff. But generally, the large populace...
No, they will actually want to help and try and...
And they want the same things as us. Yeah. Same thing as me and you.
That's it, yeah.
So why don't... I know that I've been living in this house now for, 3 weeks? I haven't gone over and said hello to my neighbor next door. And I haven't done it next door yet.
No, that's all right, man. We didn't really... When was the last time we said hello? I think that was only because he got angry because of the noise. Yeah. That was the only time. So I think... We're guilty of it too. Yeah. It's just the way we are.
But it's good to question it, that we need this sense of community.
Yeah, you're right. Because, I was born in the Philippines. I came to Australia, into Sydney when I was 7.
Right.
And before that, I remember a childhood whereby it would be so weird not to go out and interact with people. Yeah. Everyone would be outside playing. We didn't even really... We didn't watch TV. Actually, we didn't play on the computer or stay inside for more than an hour. You know what I mean? It was always, when the sun is out, you're outside.
Yeah, right.
And that was so much fun. Honestly, it was one of the best it was the best years of my life.
And that gives you this
and the connection that
that's what
you
we
build
want.
with the people that you play with and have adventures with is so much longer lasting.
It's not about how many likes you're gonna get. It's not about.
It doesn't even compare. It's not even the same
It's not even
realm.
the same. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's you're talking about the guys that you nearly got in trouble with. You in your head nearly got killed, and yet you became closer because you saved each other and got in trouble with your doing something bad or sneaking out and having fun. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that can't be replaced. It's those memories that you create and that you want to live with until you're
forever.
dead. Yeah, you're not going to remember the 200 likes that you got on Facebook and say, hey, that's a great story.
And you know, with your best of mates, you don't try to act a certain way or look a certain way.
No, you don't.
But
at work, you kind of do. You have to put in a persona that is.
Well, not even at work. I think even now, even on Facebook, people have this pressure to post happy pics.
That's right.
And pics of them traveling.
Yeah.
And show the best of their lives, which I mean, of course, I'm guilty of too. Yeah. No one wants to see your depressing pics either, or you taking a shit in the morning. You know, I couldn't care less. You know, so I want to see happy. That's it. I want to see happy stuff on your Facebook feeds, and I'll do the same because I think positivity breeds positivity.
That's true. That's true.
But at the same time, there's the flip side of that is. It's pressure when you're feeling
shit.
There's
a disconnect, that's true. You don't know who to reach out for.
That's it.
Because you're like, oh, that guy's too perfect, I can't reach out to that guy.
That's it.
When in reality, he's probably hurting just as much as you are.
Exactly. Yeah. And and I think that because we wear that mask in society, then we don't have we don't have real connections, deep connections.
Yeah. Maybe this is part of the evolutionary state that we were discussing last episode about challenging beliefs. You know, it was crazy to think that we could fold a metal in half and float across the waters. Or travel to the moon or communicate with someone from... with your phone across the world. Maybe this is another evolutionary state to say that, hey, maybe we can be always happy.
Maybe we can, eh?
I'm just challenging that.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you one thing that social media has allowed me to see is that, like I've connected with friends who I haven't spoken to in about 20 years since leaving South Africa.
Right. If it wasn't for Facebook, you wouldn't be able to.
Without Facebook, I'd never have those connections.
Or without
I'd
the
never
internet.
see them.
Yeah.
And I'm able to have richer connections with people now because I can see where they went on holiday. I can see what they're doing with their lives.
Isn't that cool? Yeah.
And it has parallels with my life. And so when I pick up the phone, I don't just see Tim as a name in my phone book. I actually see a rich experience and the plethora of places he's eaten at, checked in at. And I go, wow, that's something I want to.
It's not like MySpace where it was just all your photos. And it's just like flipping through an album, whereas Facebook, it has a timeline.
That's it.
And you could see everything.
And I know important people, mutual friends.
Important events like getting married and engaged and having babies. That's kind of cool, isn't it?
So I get to pick up the phone and have a deep conversation with somebody I haven't actually known for 20 years.
That's amazing. Yeah, my dad was saying the exact same thing, actually. Without Facebook, there would be people in his life that he wouldn't be able to communicate with at all.
Yeah.
And people that, he lost contact with years and years and years ago. Like, it's a totally different lifetime. I mean, yet they are now constantly communicating because of the power of the internet, Facebook.